Okay, this is the video for the Chapter 4 notes. I'm going to go through them. You've done this before in the summer pack and everything, so what I'd like to do is just start with, let's try the problems. So here are the problems. If you have the printout, you can see those in front of you. We went through these ideas a bit yesterday with the Algebra Tiles website. So I'd like you to just solve these, push pause, try all four, and then push play again when you're ready, and then I can talk through them. If you got them all right, then you probably don't need to listen to my explanation. You can fast forward to the next part. If you didn't, then maybe I can help you out with something. So push pause now. All right, over here I have the answers with work in blue. In red, I checked my answers. So I just want to remind you, with equations, you can know for sure that you got it right. So to go here, I combined 10x and negative 7x. That's how I got 3x. From here to here, I subtracted 18 from both sides. And then I divided both sides by a positive 3. And I got that x equals negative 4. So then I went back to this original problem here, and everywhere there was an x, I substituted in a negative 4. And I simplified the left side, and basically looking to make sure that the left side and right side do end up equaling, and they do. And I did this for all of them so that you could see that and remember to check your answers. And the next one, I distributed the 6 to the x and the 6 to the 2. That's how I got 6x plus 12 minus 4x equals 48. I combined the 6x and the negative 4x to get 2x. I subtracted 12 from both sides, and then I divided both sides by 2. And you can see here again that I checked my work. Over here, the very first step I did was I distributed a negative 4. So a lot of you will have the negative 8, but you may have a negative 12x here. Please remember you distributed a negative 4, so this should be a positive 12x. So if you got this wrong, check your work. I combined the 7x and the 12x to get 19x. I added 8 to both sides, and then I divided both sides by 19. And again, in red is the check, the work of me checking. In the last one, I distributed 3 to the x and the 3 to the 4. That gave me the 3x plus 12. And then I distributed a negative 5 to the x and the negative 1. So that gave me negative 5x plus 5. I combined the like terms on the left side of the equation here. I subtracted 17 from both sides to get to here. And I divided both sides by negative 2 to get to here. Okay, over here, I have another set of problems. So what I'd like you to do is please try these, push pause, give them a try, and then come back and I will talk it through. So push pause now and try these on your own. Okay, I have the answers here. Over here, I subtracted 7x from both sides. That gave me negative 66 equals negative 3x. And then I divided both sides by a negative 3. That gave me negative 22. And again, in red is what I used to solve. Over here, I subtracted 4u from both sides. When I did that, I got 0 equals 37. Okay, and that is an untrue statement. So that means there is no solution. So that's kind of your clue there. If all the variables disappear, and you have to look at what's left. And if you think logically about this, if I take a number and multiply it by 4, am I ever going to get the same on the other side if I multiply it by 4 and add 37? It doesn't make sense. Equal means that I have it balanced, that I have the same amount on each side, and there doesn't exist a number that you can multiply it by 4, and then if you take the same number, multiply it by 4 and add 37, you get the same number. That doesn't work out. So again, the answer you would have here is no solution. There is no solution to this problem, this particular equation. There are no possible answers. Over here, I subtracted 5x from both sides, and I got 8 equals 8. Well, that is a true statement. It is balanced. 8 does equal 8. And so here's your other special case. This one is all solutions. And if you think about it and go through, it kind of makes sense. If I take a number, multiply it by 5, and add 8, and then I take the same number, multiply it by 5 and add 8, I should get the same thing. I could put 1 in there, I could put 2 in there, I could put negative 1 million in there, and the sides will always end up being the same. I could put 0.79. So the answer here is all solutions. So please note these two. These are the special cases that people tend to get confused on. Over here on the right side, I combined the like terms. And then I added 6x to both sides to go from here to here. I subtracted 4 from both sides to go from here to here. And I divided both sides by 3. And then in red, I checked my answer. All right, one more set of problems for you. I'd like you again to try these on your own and then come back and check your answers. So please push pause now and try these on your own. Okay, over here I have your answers. I distributed the 7 and I distributed the 3 on the right side. From this step to this step, I added 7r to both sides. From here to here, I subtracted both sides, subtracted 24 from both sides, or added a negative 24 to both sides, and then I divided both sides by 10. Over here, I distributed the 2 to the x and the 4. On the right side, I distributed the 3 to the 2. Remember, multiplication comes before division, so you need to make sure you multiply this first. Don't add the 1 and the 3. Distribute the 3 first. So I did that. I combined the like terms over here. I subtracted 3x from both sides, and I got 8 equals 7. Well, 8 doesn't equal 7. That doesn't make any sense. So that one does not have a solution. There is no number that you could put in, and it will make the left and right side be equal. Okay, in the last one, I distributed the 3 on the left side. I subtracted 1x from both sides. I subtracted 1x from both sides, and then I divided both sides by 6.2, and that's how I got to the negative 2. And over here is where I checked it. I didn't put it below. Okay, so there is a homework assignment there on the announcement, so you can check that and move on. If you need any other reviews, just head on back to the video whenever you need it.